Hello guys, I'm Milvad and today we are talking about the Laravel-Socialite package. Laravel-Socialite is the official Laravel package and developed by Laravel core team, and also Laravel-Socialite uh, is the best package for logging or authentication. So maybe you have a question, what is the Laravel Socialite? Let's go to the official documentation and talking about the Laravel Socialite and also how you can install and work with them. So you can go to laravel.com, docs version 10 and Socialite. I'm at this link into the description, don't worry. And so let's go to introduction section. You can read this description, is a very good description, and but I'm introduce the Laravel Socialite in the one sentence. Laravel Socialite allow to authenticate with authentication. Maybe you have a question, what is the authentication? For example, you are open a URL, it's not matter what URL, and you see in the sign up or sign in form, we saw a button that say login with the Google, login with the Facebook, and something else. If you are if you want to log in with the Google and something else, you need to install Laravel Socialite, and it's very easy to authentication with them. So here you can see Laravel Socialite currently supports authentication via Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google, GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, I think, and Slack, and I think is already support all things. So here is the introduction section. I think now you know what is the Laravel Socialite. Now we want to working Laravel Socialite on the real project. So in the installation section, it's very easy. Just need to copy this code or command composer require Laravel Socialite, and I'm pasted in my CM there. And also for upgrading Socialite, here said when upgrading to the new major version of Socialite, it's important that carefully review the upgrade guide. And it's about the upgrade. For example, in the upgrading to 5 from 4, the minimum PHP version is 7.2 and the Laravel minimum version is 6. And also from 3 to 4, also I think is about the LinkedIn login. You have to observe some tips, and also added a PR link, update LinkedIn provider. So let's see Laravel Socialite installed successfully, and Laravel Socialite installed with the version 5.11.0. So let's clear, and so let's open the ID. Here Laravel Socialite installed successfully. So let's open the here in the configuration. So if you want to log in with for example GitHub or Google and something else, you need to add a key with some, or we can say some data in the service config. Maybe you have a question, where is this service config? Open the config folder In this also you can see services.php. So here the third party services, we have a mailgun, postmark, and also about the AWS or Amazon Web Service. So here you can create a new key for authenticating for us. So I'm write this comment for you to understand. So for example, I want to log in with the Google, write the Google, and for example, for Facebook you can write Facebook, Twitter, and something else. Open an array and add some data here. So we need to a key, I think, and you can read Google key from the environment. For example, Google as key, or you can change the key name. Also, we have a secret key, is very important. Google as secret. And also I think redirect. Yes, redirect. So it's not read about the read from the env. And also we want to say important tip, you can't use helpers method in the config file. For example, I want to use route method is about the symphony here. Route, if you are using these methods, for example route or URL and something else, Laravel throw an exception is very important. For example, you say http localhost and milvat. For example, we want to see is correctly work or not. And also is client, I think, and secret, or let's see and come back again. So it's a client ID and also client secret. So I'm copy this and go to environment file. So I'm added in at the last line and here. So we need to create a client ID and client secret. So for creating client secret and client ID for Google, you need to go Google Developers Console. Google Developers Console. So let's see. Developers, and here I think so. I'm pause the video and let's and after loading and come back again. So I was forced to open the Google console developers in other Chrome user. So in this page you need to open a navigation menu, and in the APIs and services. In APIs and services you need to click the credentials. So let's waiting for credentials. Sorry, I can't continue with the Google because my net have a little problem. So I'm sure with the GitHub. So log in into the GitHub account and go to settings, and in the down we have a developer setting. So click the OS apps, take a register a new application, or maybe you are make a OS application before, but you can create a new. So the application name, for example, I say I write Milvat YouTube homepage. Homepage is that your URL of your application homepage. For example, https laravel.com, for example, something like that. And also can say milvat.com is not matter. So if you want to write the description is optional and is not required. So for example, subscribe the Milvat channel. An authorization callback URL is very important to write the correct URL. If you are write wrong in the login, we have a problem in the git login action. So, and also you can read OAuth documentation for GitHub. So for authorization callback URL, we can write because we are development on the my local. I write localhost with the 8000 port, and also as GitHub and callback. We need create a route with this pass. So I'm change it to GitHub and also GitHub and here. Sorry, GitHub. I can copy that. I don't know why this will happen. We have some bug here. Let's restart my ID. I think we have a bug here, and come back again. So let's continue. Copy this and this. So it's correctly okay. So let's create a new route, roads and web.php. And so here GitHub authentication route get as GitHub. We need to create a, or we can use closure instead of using controller, but you can move it, you can use controller action. So GitHub and callback is very important. So and you can also enable device flow. Is allow to OS app to authorize user via the device flow, and also you can read about the device flow and register the application. So my application create successfully. I have a client ID, and also you can generate a new client secret. We have a transfer ownership, list of application in marketplace, and also we have a 0 users. When a user logging GitHub with my my application with the GitHub, create a new user and save the user's data in my applications. So generate a new client secret. I'm delete this application. I don't suggest to use my keys, and I don't blur. So you can upload a new logo, an application name, and something else, and update the application. So I think all sections are completed, and now we want to complete these roads, these and these. So in the ask GitHub roads, we need to redirect the user to the GitHub login page. So how can redirect? We can use return. Socialite is a facade. So here we can use driver. We can say the driver. The driver is GitHub, and also you can use user method or redirect. If you are using user method, I think throw an exception, because the user didn't log in with GitHub, and or maybe return null or throw an exception. We can test it. So and let's serve my application. So localhost 8000 and ask GitHub. I'm copy this. Here you can see return a exception, and we can't find Socialite can't find user because I said before. So I need to use redirect method. Let's refresh again, and so we are call back into the ask GitHub callback with the redirect URI mismatch and error exception, the URL mismatch and something like that. So I was logging GitHub, and let's copy this and paste here. It's okay, I think. So here we can dd user and see is correctly work or not, GitHub and get user, because in the callback we are getting the user and dd user. Let's refresh, and so let's try again. So let's see the error result authorization, and we have a redirect URI mismatch. Why this will be happen? This will happen. So I pause the video and check and come back again. So I think we are problem here. I need to change this with the ask GitHub and call back. So let's test again. And wait. So now it's work correctly. And here set authorized application. Here is Milvad YouTube by my username. For example, Nodivali is my gaming nickname. Personal user data and something else. You can authorize Nodivali. And when you are uploading application logo, GitHub add it into this page. So let's go. Authorize the user. And so here you can see we are getting the user. This user is not it's not from my DB, it's from my GitHub. And you can see the write the nickname or ID, name, email, avatar, and also the user details. Attributes is no ID and nickname or something like that is not. And also we are getting token, refresh token, expire in, and approve scopes. So if for example, if we maybe we have some error, and if you want to prevent from these errors, you can use try catch and catch, exception, and exception. And for example, log error e.get message and return redirect to homepage. So log. So it's from the cache. And also here you can store user into the DB, or you can check the user is exists or not. For example, if new user, for example, query first or create, or you can use, for example, first, and you can find the user. And if user is existing to the DB, you can log in, or if is not exist, you can create a user and log in again. So I want to say one tip. If you want to for example, you want to find the user, you can add a new column to the users here. For example, table string GitHub ID, and we can nullable this. And when the user login with the GitHub, you can use var and write GitHub ID and user I think get ID. I think like this, I think is correct word. Or you can also use ID, is read from properties. And but get ID I think is okay. Yes, get ID is okay. And also use first or first where, and you can check like that. Or you can remove GitHub ID and use it from the email. First where email is user get email, and find the user. If new user is not exist, or you can use is not, create a new user. Let's clear, create a new user, name is user get name, email is get email, and the password you can use bcrypt 12346, and or you can change it password to a null into the migration, or you can write a default password and say to user change your password, because it's from the password, it's from the it's a store 1 2 3 4 5 6, and update the password. So the new user and also the new user is a trick. And now you need to just log in the new user. Maybe new user is the user is new or already exists, and also logging and return to route and for example route no redirect. With the you can also use alert or something else for say for example welcome to homepage and something like that. And refresh. I think we are testing again, so we are logging correctly, and let's wait. So here let's see the log. If we have any error, we can see in log. So we don't have any error, and my application correctly worked. And let's see Laravel-Socialite how login. So you can see Socialite use driver and redirect and also GitHub. And let's see how read the driver. Is Faisal and driver, and so I think is very I want to see the default driver and I can't find correct driver. So authentication and storage is one way to logging with the GitHub. You can also add GitHub ID, use update or create, or first or create, or something like that. So the access scopes. Maybe you want to log in with the GitHub with use some scopes. For example, you want to access to public repo, or for example read the user and some like that. You can use scopes and or set scopes. Set scope is override all existing scope, but scope is added the scope and merge with the old scope and new scopes. And you can also read or write and something like that. And also you can use a Slack with the Socialite and use a Slack bot. So also you can send optional parameter with the with method. For example, you need to send the name for the driver. You write a custom driver, you create a custom driver, and you need to send some parameters. And for getting user details, you can see when you get the user which parameter or which attributes can access. You can get token, refresh token, expires in, and in the OAuth 1 you can get token secret and token. And also we have some methods: get avatar, get email, get name, and get nickname, and get ID. And we are using get email, get name, and get ID method. So let's see. And also you can get user from token and secret and some like that. I want to see the avatar. So here you can use a stateless for stateless authenticating. If you want to disable the session state verification, you can use a stateless. And also Laravel add a warning here: stateless authentication is not available for the Twitter OAuth 1 version, OAuth 1 driver. We have a OAuth 1 and OAuth 2. OAuth 1 and OAuth 2. And you can read from the OAuth.net is an official, I think, web page for authentication, and Laravel-Socialite is completed, and I hope it's very helpful for you and making application with the Google and GitHub plugin and something else. If you like my video, you can subscribe my channel and like my video, and also if you like, you can add some comment for me. Until next video, goodbye.